Ian Garry has come out recently. He has been making a few statements, talking to the press after being banned from Leon Edwards' gym ahead of UFC 296. Now, I'm going to go through what he's been saying, go through what Team Renegade, which is Leon Edwards' team, have been saying in response. I'm going to read out the quotes for you now. This is Ian Garry here. Leon Edwards, his head coach, asked me not to come back to Renegade. Told me I'm not allowed to train there. Leon and his head coach had an issue with me training on the mats, and recently have asked me not to train there because Leon doesn't want any insecurities or doubts on his own mats within the gym, which I don't fully understand. That makes me think someone is weak-minded and can't have another contender training on the mat. That's why gym conflict is annoying. For me, why not have that other elite guy on the mat? Why not train with him? Only a couple days after we hear these statements from Ian Garry, they came out, Team Renegade, with a couple of statements. Well, firstly, they said, sometimes the coaches allow fighters to come in from the outside, but this is very much a privilege and not the norm. If the coaches feel it's not adding to the team's culture, a fighter is refused entrance. Ian Garry's more nomadic approach to preparation has given them great results, but it's not in line with what we are creating at Team Renegade. For starters, we all know Ian Garry, he likes to travel around. He trains at Shootbox, he goes and trains with Connor. He's gone to Iceland recently to train with Gunnar Nelson. This guy likes to go to different gyms to learn different skills. He's very, let's say, relaxed. He doesn't like to stay in one place. He's very flexible, that's probably the better word. So if you think from Team Renegade's point of view, someone that comes in and goes and then doesn't turn up for a couple of months, then comes back and just uses your facilities, uses your fighters for their gain, and then leaves, I can understand why they would be quite annoyed. Because, I mean, if someone were to come in, get all of the bits of training they need, and then leave, go to another gym, get all the bits of training they need, it would seem that someone is taking advantage of A, your facilities, and A, your fighters. You are there to improve yourself, but also your teammates. And to do that, you need to be in the gym, at that specific gym, over a long period of time. So I can understand why they would be annoyed. Do you think it would be intelligent to have a fighter in your gym, a contender who is coming up the rankings, who is probably going to fight Leon Edwards in the future if he holds the belt? Would it be intelligent to have him in the gym learning as much as he can about Leon Edwards, seeing what he's like in the gym every day, seeing his weaknesses, seeing his strengths? Do you think that would be intelligent? For me, no. So again, I understand. You've got a fighter who comes in and out of the gym when he wants, that then is looking to fight your fighter, maybe in a couple of months or a year's time, who is learning what your fighter's weaknesses and strengths are, and then that fighter leaves whenever he wants to go and train with other fighters, and then comes back to just get a little look at Leon again. Okay, he's doing this, and then leaves. Team Renegade have gone, no, we don't want him in here. So that again makes sense to me. I see all of the people that don't like Ian Garry, and they're like, yes, this is great. You know, F Ian Garry, fuck Ian Garry. He's been banned, good. I don't think you guys realise what's just happened here. The UFC is the Ultimate Fighting Championship, but it still runs on stories, okay? Conor McGregor versus Khabib was big, not because of the ability of the fighters, but because of the story. John Jones against EC was big, not because of the fighters, but because of the story. Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, same thing. Any Chael Sonnen fight was the story, but not the fighters. That's what his speciality was the story. Chael Sonnen earned so much money off the UFC because he was a storyteller, and he played the role of the heel, and that got him the fights, and that got him the money. So the UFC functions on stories. Ian Garry has been handed a storyline right in front of him. A basic storyline. that he can use for a reason to fight Leon Edwards and to promote a fight against Leon Edwards. Do you not think Dana sees this? He's probably seeing this news and going, brilliant. We have a storyline. Bang, perfect. We can get this fight sorted sometime soon. Ian Garry has been given the story he needs to present to the people so that he can then fight Leon Edwards. Do you know the amount of fighters that struggle to find a storyline to tell so they can fight a champion, and they search for a storyline, they search for a reason, and they can't find one, and then they don't fight the champion, ever. There is no storyline, there is no link, there is no substance to why they should fight the champion. This guy has been gifted it. He's been gifted the story. Here you go, here's a story, and he has to snatch this up. He needs to not stop talking about being banned from Leon Edwards' gym. And knowing Ian Garry, he won't. He will not stop talking about this. Once he gets his win, or if he does get his win at UFC 296, don't be surprised if he's instantly on the mic starts talking about being banned from Leon Edwards' gym. The storyline is the most important thing.